Just days after being ranked 6th in the nation among the best colleges and universities for veterans by the Military Times, Stockton University celebrates Veterans Day by honoring veterans at 3 different stations representing the 3 branches of the military on its Galloway campus.
Stockton University was founded in 1969, at the height of the Vietnam War, as well as the height of the anti-war movement. Now, in 2015, Stockton University is ranked number 6 in the country for best schools for veterans.
I was in the Marine Corps, and my area of expertise, I was an 0311, which is a infantry rifleman. When I was like, okay, like, how really difficult is this going to be? And I actually didn't have that hard of a time like my first couple months out, because I was happy to just be out, just living a normal life again. And then a couple months, like I want to say about a year after I got out, just like somebody had just like unplugged me or something. It was just like I just became depressed. My grades were slipping. I was broke all of a sudden, and it actually got pretty shitty after a while. But things are better now. There's a lot of veterans in the vet lounge that was actually my first support group was the vet lounge. That's how I met so many people, and a lot of the guys in there are Kappa Sigma brothers, and I got introduced to them. They're like, oh, come on out. I was like, all right, because my sister was in a sorority when she was in college. She had nothing but good things to say about it, so I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll check out Greek life here at Stockton. And I rushed for them and hung out with some of the brothers. They were all like super cool. Pretty much the camaraderie is there. I mean, it's obvious, it's not as strong as the guys you risk your life with by any means, but you got a solid group of friends there. Their philanthropy is the Military Heroes Campaign, and basically they harp a lot on raising money for veterans in need in the United States and Canada. Just awesome. Professors are willing to bend over backwards to help you out. With the SVO, whenever we want to do an event or something, it's just no is never the answer from Stockton. So I'm actually on the exec board I'm the sergeant at arms of the SVO. I just like kind of keep order during meetings and stuff like that. The SVO, it used to be just like kind of like a veterans club, but now we're starting to rebrand ourselves. We're trying more now to become a support organization for veterans that are, either being recently separated from the military, and they were kind of like me, where, we couldn't relate to anyone. Like, what are we going to do now? As well as guys who've been out for a little bit longer, and they have that sense of camaraderie. I actually gave a speech, which was pretty dope. But we had this flag folding ceremony, and I stood behind the podium because actually last year we had some guy who came up, he just kind of stole the show. He talked for 45 minutes. It was just too much. So I was there to make sure that didn't happen again. And so we did the flag folding thing, and then I came out, I gave a little speech, and then that's what I did. And then I went to Applebee's.
After their service, many veterans seek to further their education, and Tim is no different. Although, unlike the stereotype where military personnel are seen as cold and disciplined, Tim is a person just like everyone else.
Babe.
I know.
To me, I think it has a lot of pride in serving your country. It has to do with honor, respecting traditions, and protecting the ones you love. I mean, at first, when you get out, you have like this feeling where like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm out of that, because there's a lot of crap that entails the military. You don't really get to see or hear about unless you know someone who's actually serving. But when I got out, I was excited. I was very happy. Kind of took advantage of everything, and then I think within like a year, I kind of like want to go back almost. Every military member says it's hard to transition to a civilian, and I think it's because it's almost impossible. Because you've been instilled the core fundamentals of being either a Marine, a soldier, a sailor, an airman, and it sticks with you for life. You'll never get rid of it. They have the SVO, which is Student Veterans Organization. That is basically like, if you miss like camaraderie from when you were in, you just go to the lounge, hang out with a bunch of those guys. If you had, let's say, if you went in the Marine Corps and you did online courses through the Marine Corps Institute, they will literally take the credits that are necessary and they'll transfer them to your student record, which I think is great, because I think I did that and it saved me like, what, 17 credits? I honestly, it didn't surprise me at all. I think that we can probably do a lot better than that. Find veterans that go to the school and hang out with them. If you're having trouble transferring your mindset from active duty to civilian, get with those guys. They'll help you out big time. Make it a habit, actually, to find someone who lives close to you, hang out with them as much as possible, and through them make more friends that are veterans and stick with each other, because they're the only people that can be able to relate to you for the last how many years you've been in. So definitely stick with what you know.